What is up, guys? You got Not the Worst here, bringing you a new video on the Kama Blessing. What we're going to do is check out how good it is, whether it's worth it, which I think we all know it's worth it, but we're pretty much going to break down like what the difference in drop rate for it is. I did just do a video on the item collection scrolls, so we saw the kind of influence on that without Kama Blessing involved in it. So now I thought it'd be kind of cool to have one, so if you have an extra one that's given out for events, you know what to expect from it, or if you're trying to decide, do I want to spend some real money on this stuff if you don't have one left over from events. So yeah, we're actually on my first live stream going, just testing some settings out for today, or tonight rather, to see how it goes, and then we're going to do a real live stream probably Saturday night, I think. So I'm going to be tweaking a few things. I'm still adjusting a few settings. It just went live here, so we're recording this video live, but yeah, this will just be the first section of the YouTube video, and then we're going to record some on Saturday before the live stream. I'll put the video out, and then we'll do a live stream Saturday night and kind of check that out from here. So yeah, we've got about a day left, like 1 day exactly left on our Kama Blessing. So we're going to get an hour of grind in, see what we get with the blessing, and then I'm going to go ahead and get an hour without the blessing done as well once that ends in the next day, and then we'll kind of compare the differences so you can see what kind of loot to expect. As you know, on this channel we don't math things, so we're not going to add it up and actually get dollar amounts, but I'm sure someone in the comments will for you. Would just kind of get a raw idea of is it worth it or not. So without any further ado, let's get grinding and see what happens. Alright, so we just finished the grind for Kadri Ruins that we did. We did 1 hour with the Kama Blessing on. So here's your results from what you can see here. We did get a Black Magic Crystal, we got a Jonas Fragment, and we got 1 scroll. We got these guys that are getting sold pretty quick. I already had this one in my inventory. These were all new. I just had this one. 3,900 trash loot. That was a little low. I did do this while live streaming, so I was kind of talking a bit and not necessarily folks. 4,200-ish is usually what I see from this, but whatever. I'm going to do the same thing for the non-Kama buff grind, so it'll be a fairly equal comparison to see what kind of results we get. Some enchanted items in there is pretty nice. A decent amount of Rosar weapons. So yeah, and 318,000 silver. Yeah. That's it. That's Kama Blessing. 31 armor stones, 10 weapon stones. That's pretty good money between those. The gold bar was from, I did the daily quest for contribution points, so don't count that along with it. So there's our results there. My Kama Blessing is going to wear off tomorrow, so I will be recording the second half of this video so we can get an equivalent grind comparison to that, so we can look at them side by side, or rather scene by scene, and then figure out how good the Kama Blessing is and is it worth it. Spoiler alert, it's still worth it. I can already tell you now it's going to be worth it, but it'll be cool to just see the results, at least into them. Again, I do want to point out, as I say in most of these videos for this kind of thing, this is just a 1 hour comparison to a 1 hour comparison. RNG obviously is a thing that is very prevalent in this game, so do not be shocked if your results may vary. What did they say? Your mileage may vary. So yeah. Also, ignore my 490 renown score. I know it was 500 before. We're enchanting this on stream. We've been blowing it up, so we went from try to pry and kind of left it there. So yeah, Saturday night stream's coming, and we're gonna do some enchanting. Anyway, we'll see what we get with the non-Kama buff coming up. Catch you in a bit. Alright, so we got the farm finished without the Kamasylve blessing on, and let me get my horse running here. We're gonna take a look at that. I'm actually pretty shocked. First of all, this was just 1 hour of comparisons on each, so keep that in mind too. Second of all, we had a pretty good hour without the blessing, and it's actually going to make this thing look not worth it. So and maybe it's not, but just keep in mind all we have is 1 hour worth of value to take into consideration. I did get way more of these things than I did before, more than double. Picked up one of these things. I had another one in my inventory already from the last time. I got a ring of Kadri drop, didn't get the Black Magic Crystal drop like we did with the other one, and then our Blackstones, it was a little bit lower for it. I think we actually got a few more Rosar weapons than we did without. So yeah, and the silver is about the same. The Kadri tokens were a hair lower, but all in all, it was only like 5 to 10%. We don't math on this channel, of course, but something like 5 to 10% difference with and without the blessing, which was pretty shocking because I was pretty positive. I've never farmed without it before. I've always had it anytime I've been farming for that increased item drop. But I gotta say, if you don't have one from an event already that you got for free, it's probably not worth it. You probably don't want to have to like actually buy one at all, because I mean, this granted 1 hour, but I mean with this drop rate, like, this is fine. You're only gonna end up like 5 or 10% ahead with it. Now that being said, that doesn't take into consideration the energy recovery, which is pretty insane. So obviously if you're gathering or anything, or even trying to farm Night Vendor on multiple ults and stuff like that, I mean it definitely pays for itself in that respect over and over and over, because that energy recovery is ridiculous, getting 3 to every 1 without it. So yeah, I mean that definitely makes up for it. But as far as from a looting standpoint and just drops, I think the verdict on this one is actually not worth it. So yeah, anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. Everybody, thanks for watching. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. If you want to catch more of our stuff, be sure to subscribe to the channel. You have to click the little bell thing to actually get alerts when I put videos out. But yeah, we got a new podcast video coming out early next week, or / this weekend, depending on a couple things. That'll definitely be out. We do different guide videos, things like this. Yeah, so if you're interested in checking any of those things out, subscribe to the channel so that you can get notifications for it. Everybody, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.